I got mail.
This is not mail time. This is just some stuff I ordered. You guys know I'm a big Anthony Bourdain fan. I often credit him as one of my inspirations for the way that I handle this channel. So I'm trying to read more. I've noticed that a lot of the most successful people that I look up to are prolific readers, and I'm bad. I don't read very often, is what I mean to say. So maybe if it's something written by someone I really respect, I'll try a little harder. And then this one. That didn't work very well. It's a little better. Finally, a new tripod. So rigid and brand new and not... Look at that. Packing it up for a day on the town. I'm going to LA. But first we feast. While I was enjoying that delicious meal, actually I can cross right now, people started reporting that the latest update for Pokemon GO is now being forced. It's 0.75.1, and I didn't talk about it at all on the channel because it seems pretty inconsequential. The Silph did an APK mine, we'll talk about it, but there's really not much to it. So here's the deal with this update, 0.75.1. It's a 0.1 update, it's a small update, and the only release notes that we got in the App Store were bug fixes. That's all it said. Now, the Silph, as always, got a hold of the APK, did an APK mine, a teardown, to look through it and look for changes, and they really found nothing. No observable changes at all. The Game Master file updated, nothing changed. The total size of the graphics assets of the game was reduced by 1 megabyte, meaning things got a little bit more efficient in terms of compression there. But really, there was nothing visible changed within the APK. Now, obviously, we don't need client-side changes. We don't need game updates for server-side changes. So if something needed to change on the server end, there's no reason that they would push out an update for it. And even though the update notes said bug fixes, no one's actually observed any known bugs that have been fixed. As far as we can tell, all the bugs that we know about are still there. So it's kind of a weird update, and it's even weirder that it's now being forced because, again, we don't know what's changed. We haven't seen anything changed. But now they're forcing that update to every user, every device, and we don't know why. I think at this point, the most likely theory that I've read is that it has something to do with EX raid passes, and that they had to push something small out for EX raid passes for the next wave before the next wave goes out, because it's been a while since a wave of EX passes actually went out. So it's possible that we might see some EX invites going out now that this update is being forced, and now that presumably everyone who's playing the game has updated to the newest version. But again, nothing really observable has changed. All the same information for Gen 3 is there. There's no new additions of movesets or any information for Gen 3, either in the APK or in the Game Master file. So it doesn't mean Gen 3 is coming. At this point, we really don't know what it means. I guess we'll find out. There's still plenty of time left in the day. If anyone reports anything different happening in the game, of course, we'll talk about it. But for now, I'm about to hit traffic. Psych! I'm dodging it. So, Dante's playing some kind of Dungeons & Dragons online campaign right now for Twitch. You can check him out on Twitter. I guess it's going on for like 8 more weeks, so if you're a D&D fan, check out his Twitter, and there's details on that. But as for me, there's an Entei raid right here. I'm not sure if anyone's out raiding midday in Beverly Hills. Probably not, but I might as well take a peek, see if I can get my 16th Entei. Yeah, it's looking like nobody here. But hey, I'll take a free raid pass. It would be cool to do the raid here because the gym is called Fountain of Lions, and Entei is quite a lion. There is a Quilava down there. I can go do that by myself. Maybe come back here for an EX raid eventually, if that's what this forced update is all about. And I'd also like to find some coffee. Is there coffee nearby? I was falling asleep on the couch just now.
Thank you.
Found a coffee. Iced coffee. It's not that good.
My room is bigger than
Oh, also an Aventador, but it's going that way. You can hear it though. Alright, let me just jump in. Solo raid here. Gotta do them. You gotta do the solo raids if there's no one around, because you never know where your EX invite is gonna come from. Mine might come from wherever I am on Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. Let's just have fun with it. How about that? All region exclusives. I'm gonna take in all these region exclusives. None of them particularly strong. 1600 CP max. Let's see if that's enough to take down a Quilava raid solo. 5,000 CP Quilava versus, oh, this is a Mudslap Kangaskhan. This is gonna be easy. What's my charge move? What is, oh, he's got dig. What's my charge move? I don't know what it is, but it was super effective. Kangaskhan goes down. How's Mr. Mime doing? Oh, Mr. Mime slaps hard. It's like Confusion. Confusion is a very strong move. I didn't know Quilava was going to be this easy. Alright, let the Mr. Mime go down, and Corsola can finish it off if this dig doesn't one hit. There we go. Is that it? That's it. I'll bring in weaker ones next time. I didn't think it was going to be that easy. Hey, at least I got a rare candy out of it. Pineapple berry, why not? I have hundreds of them. Actually, I should be saving those for the imminent, as in like a couple months from now, probably. There's a Bentley. Gen 3 release. Pineapple berries are going to be very useful in the early days of Gen 3 because they'll help you get candies for those Pokemon very early on, very quickly, especially for rarer Pokemon. Pokemon we're expecting to see like Bagon, Beldum. Those will probably be very rare Pokemon. And if you have pineapple berries, you're gonna get twice as many. That's a Maserati screaming this time. Beverly Hills, man. There's a lot of nice cars out here. Shouldn't be surprised. And a Shuckle. Speaking of Shuckle, the Pike is no longer a Shuckle nest. Nest migration happened yesterday. So if you haven't already, get out, check your nests, and of course, make sure to report them to the Sylph Road's Nest Atlas, which I haven't actually talked about in a while. Might as well go spin some Pokestops, right? There are a ton of new Pokestops, and so many raids starting in the next 20 minutes right here. So I guess first what I'll do is just battle this gym. A low level raid's gonna start here. I'll take over the gym, hit some, gym control bonus because I'll probably need that to catch a level 2 raid boss. These Pokemon are already weakened, so it's gonna be a fairly easy battle. And while I'm sitting here, while I'm thinking about soloing these level 1 and 2 raids, someone suggested I try soloing level 3 raids, which is actually a good idea. So what I'm gonna do after this is change my buddy from Mewtwo to Eevee, and I'm gonna start amassing an Espeon army, because an army of Espeon is the best way to solo Machamp raids. And in case you haven't heard, to get an Espeon after your first one with the nickname trick, you have to set an Eevee as your buddy, walk 10 kilometers, earn 2 candies, and then evolve it during the day, and you'll get Espeon that way. All right, let's just speed through this real quick. All right, there it goes. Defeated the gym, great work. It's neutral. It's mine for the taking. Just throw my standard gym defender in there. Heracross, region exclusives, and if you're wondering, if you've been thinking to yourself, Nick, it's still summer in LA. Why are you wearing that poncho? Oh, that's too close. Well, it's not because I'm cold. It's because my tattoo hasn't fully healed yet. And if you're now thinking, Nick, when did you get a new tattoo? What does it mean? It's all explained in the ABGT video, which is now live on my personal channel, linked in the description, linked up here. You can click on that little eye anytime. Towards the end of the video, whenever you get bored, click on it. Go check out the ABGT video. I put a lot of work into it, and I'm really proud of it. I'm really excited to be able to share it with you guys. Something other than Pokemon Go. Something a little different. It's just cool to have the opportunity to share one of my other interests with you guys. So go ahead, check it out. I'm gonna finish up this last 0.4 kilometers with Mewtwo, and then switch over to an Eevee. Whoa, wild Tauros. When's the last time anyone saw a wild Tauros? Actually, just over the weekend. In San Diego, I did catch a wild Tauros, which means I've now seen 2 wild Tauros in the last week, which is probably more than I've seen in the last 2 months. Granted, I was out of the country for a lot of that time. So the 2 months before that, when I was actually here. Tauros is a pretty rare sight these days. 135 candies. I'm still saving them for whenever trading does come out, and that's one with 15 attack and good IVs. So, leave a comment if you want that from me in a trade someday. 3 minutes till that egg hatches. We got Electabuzz over there. 0.2 left until I can change. Well, there's the candy. Here's a quad stop if you feel comfortable hanging out on Rodeo Drive, which I really don't. I feel very out of place here. And now quickly, before my camera battery dies, I'm gonna change my buddy by Mewtwo to an Eevee, and I'm really not worried about IVs. I'm just gonna choose my highest CP Eevee, evolve it into the highest CP Espeon I can without investing any candy. 10 kilometers to go. I gotta go pick up a new battery.
Like next week when you guys decide that you're gonna be cows. I mean, how you're gonna, there's no place.
How's that campaign going?
It's like the story goes on. It's like I got my character, and that's it. I don't know. I'm gonna have all this magic, and I got some weapons, and I'm like, when do we use this shit?
All right. Next stop. We on the 8th. Oh my god, I don't like the look of that.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to our 4th anniversary of We Own the 8th.
Woo!
Yeah, a little bit louder than that. We're all here tonight.
Yeah.
The founders, myself, Dante Bosco.
AJ Raphael.
Bosia's in the house somewhere.
Bosia's here.
You're gonna see this panel is all, it's called the Asians on TV panel, and this is the new generation. These are all on current shows, and it's a new generation of Asian Americans, and just to continue the conversation of who we are today in media, and especially the new generation.
And we have to sell a TV show. So, we have to work within these confines of, this is what America expects an Indian family to be. Let's show them what they actually are, and, we'll sprinkle a couple of things here and there. But yeah, that's familiar, so they don't feel totally like, wait, this is not what my Indian neighbors are like, you know what I mean? So it's like...
And then I remember when Pokemon GO was a huge trend that I think there was like a rare Pokemon on the stage, and then I got that with the crew, which was pretty cool.
Yo, give it up one time for the whole panel. Give it up once again. Sujata, Forrest, Nikki, Tesh, and our moderator, Danny.
For any of y'all who are here for the first night ever, it is not just a screening and a panel, but through every month, we've allowed ourselves to make different opportunities to invest in this idea of the Asian American voice through the creative arts of media. And in that process, we've held workshops, we've had conversations as stated prior, we've discussed the day's events, We've heard elders speak about a time before and share with us a pathway to guide us to manifest our true identity. We've allowed ourselves to continue affirming each other. Yet in that context is merely the backdrop. For most of what occurs here on a monthly basis and throughout the time in between is nurtured through seeds that occur outside in the lobby, after and prior to this moment that we are sharing right now.